recording. Hi, this is Justin Aquino of Game in the Brain, and we are just going to look at this model of a Lifepod. So Lifepods in Mneme and in Cepheus Engine, um, our Cepheus Engine variant is meant to be used as a distributed life support of a ship. So it is supposed to have its own power supply, um, its own life support. So it call this so a ship when it takes damage, it does not have a centralized life support system. Uh, you can just count how many working life support there is to see how much humans a ship can support once it's taken damage. Um, and Yeah, it makes it all in all should be easier to run your game. So in Cepheus Engine Traveler, each stateroom is 4 detons. This is exactly 1 deton uh, life pod, and measuring it, it seems that a small family can fit. Let's say you can have, imagine 2 children, um, uh, 2 small children or a teenager um, can fit comfortably here. I assume like a kind of cushioning and with straps and um, a bag for when washing, so it also acts as a fresher. And all of this behind it is the power supply, the power supply, and the life support. Uh, so 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 let's go into the details of the specs. So using vehicle generator, vehicle building design rules. It's an enclosed vehicle with vacuum seal. So you notice out of the 12 spaces, so a space is around 1.2 cubic meters. Call this. So three being 3, this will occupy pretty much 25%, and you'll notice that the fuel tank and yeah, everything else occupy fuel tank, life support, yeah, occupy another third. And of course there is the seating, the cramped seating. So you could compare it to like airplane seating for economy class, like the 3 seats that you normally see, or in this case a little bit more to the US standards of size. So yeah, I'm planning to make a 2D version for the larger staterooms. So in Mneme, we assume that the difference between a cabin and a stateroom is the stateroom has a life pod. So of the 4D tons of the stateroom, of the 2D tons which is reserved for common areas, 2D tons of that remaining 2D tons for privacy, one or both D tons is reserved is actually a life pod, and this would make each make it much cheaper. So if you think about it, the cost of this is at around 150, and 500,000 credits is the 4D ton, so it's almost 120 per D ton. So yeah, this would make the game more rational. And as for the GM, like, you'd imagine when they start standardizing space travel, making it safer, because of regulations and stuff, like this would probably be a big. This is probably how they would standardize the safety. Yeah, I'm also a safety officer, so it's and a lot of the health and safety call this experience I have kind of informed my decision of how to make this. Um, and of course, it's a when you think about like health and safety, it's more exciting to think about it in when you're imagining its use in space and space travel as compared to the more mundane things that you use it for. So anyway, I hope this is educational and informative. So um, thank you for dropping by, and this is Justin Aquino signing off.